Hello, yes, it is I, the YouTuber that doesn't YouTube anymore. Welcome to my channel. Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're fine. My name is Mindstuck Idajock and today I decided to go back into my old videos and see which one is the one with the most views, meaning which one is the one that you guys like the most. And that ended up being Venezuelan Survival Guide 101 Slang. So today I've decided, in the previous 101 lesson, I taught you slang. I taught you some common phrases and some common words that you have to know whenever you go to Venezuela if you want to survive. So today, I am going to choose the most common and popular phrases in Venezuela. I would translate them and I would explain their meaning to you. The catch is that I will not translate it. Google Translate is gonna do the job for me. Let's see how it goes. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to type the sentence. Google Translate is going to do its magic and it's going to translate it into English, and then I would say if it's accurate or not, and I would explain the meaning. Are you ready? So the first sentence is, and I think this is the best sentence that I could start this video with. It's going to be the following sentence. Mariko el que lo lea. Which translates to Mariko who reads it. It's not as funny as I thought it would translate to, because apparently Mariko is one of those words that doesn't have any translation in English, but I can actually translate it for you. One of the things that we Venezuelans do is that we call each other gay or lesbian a lot, even if you're straight. It doesn't matter. So Mariko is, Mariko could be translated to gay or lesbian, though you can say lesbiana in Spanish, and that's fine. But the thing is, I don't know why we call each other gay and lesbian all the time. So you can say Mariko if you're talking to a guy, or even if you're talking to a girl, and you can say Marica if you're talking to a girl, or even if you're talking to a guy. So it doesn't really matter. So the whole point of this sentence is gay who reads it, because it's a joke. It's like, oh, whoever reads this shirt is a dumb person thing. So it's not homophobic. It's not trying to be mean. It's just a joke. If you read this, you're gay. If you read this, you're dumb. If you read this, you are... I'm trying to think of another example. Ponte las alpargatas que lo que se viene es joropo. So a little bit of background history over here. In Venezuela, we have this typical dance called joropo, which looks like this. And in order for you to be dressed in the entire joropian outfit, you need to have a specific shoes called alpargatas. So you could dance joropo with any other shoes, but these shoes were specifically to dance joropo because of all this speed and all the turns and all the twists that you're doing in the dance, and because the guys have to like step on the floor a lot. So this shoe, the alpargatas, is specifically made for joropo, and as you can see, joropo is a very, very fast-paced dance. It is complicated, not in the sense of, oh, the dance is too difficult, like the dance steps are too difficult, but it is difficult because of the speed and the precision that you need to have when you're dancing joropo, not only for you, but only for your partner. So this sentence means put on your good shoes, because what's coming, it's really, going to be tough. Now, I love English. I've said many times in other videos why I'm making my videos in English and not in Spanish. But I also love Spanish. Like, I love it. I love both languages. But the thing about English is that it lacks some substance, some juiciness that a lot of Venezuelan expressions have. And one of them is the following that I need to copy and paste because, haha, the Spanish alphabet has a letter, or at least 2 letters, but only 1 letter that I'm going to be using here, that the English alphabet doesn't have. So there you go. And that phrase, that saying is I am so getting demonetized for this video. Okay, I have to explain myself because before this video goes even more downhill. So, like I said, there is some Venezuelan sayings that are so juicy that they don't have an equivalent translation in English, and thus English lacks a lot of juiciness to it. Example being this sentence, coño la madre contigo no joda. So this phrase is, for example, when you are, let's say that you are trying to explain something to a friend, okay? You are telling them how to build or put together an IKEA furniture, okay? Let's say that's the scenario. You're with a friend and you're trying to read the instructions to them for an IKEA furniture, and they're not listening to you, or they are, but they are not understanding what you're saying. And there's a point that you become so frustrated that you decide to say this. Coño la madre contigo no joda. It means like, God damn it with you. Something else. that could be the correct translation. God damn it with you blank, because you can say anything else. And I am going to deconstruct this translation so you can understand why it translated to that. So this word right here, this is a very educational video, by the way. This word right here can mean several different things in several different countries, because every single country that speaks Spanish doesn't have the same dialect. So it doesn't have the same lexicon. I don't know if that's the translation in English. Lexico. So in Venezuela, coño means it's just that. Coño, it's just a bad word. It's just that. In Argentina, for example, well, no, I'm not going to say Argentina because I'm not 100% sure. But in Spain, for example, it means pussy. So there you go. That's why that is the thing that it is. Madre is mother. But like this thing over here, ella is not and. If you really want me to type the whole sentence, is mother's pussy with you, no joda. A letter makes a big difference, kids. So basically, I'm not saying your mother's pussy with you. I am saying, damn it, of the mother with you. Lacking juiciness. Lacking juiciness. What else can I say? And no joda. Oh, no joda. That is a word that it is not able to be translated because not. No joda is like the word itself. Let's say that again, you're trying to tell your friend how to put together the IKEA furniture and they're not listening to you, and you've already say, coño la madre contigo, no joda. But they still don't get it. But then at the end, they're like, oh, I needed to do this. And you're like, no, that's what I've been telling you all this time. Like freaking finally, like, it doesn't mean freaking finally. It means that, like, okay, sure. Like, that feeling when you do that. That's what it means. Now, there is a saying that goes with the act of flirting, with the act of courtship. And that sentence, I really want to see how this one translates to. So that is echar los perros. Throw the dogs. So you may be asking, you may be wondering yourself, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. This is very confusing. Why the freaking frick would I associate throwing dogs to the mating ritual with the flirting action, with the courtship manner? And that's a very good question. It means throw the dogs. That is an accurate translation. Throw the dogs at your crush. Now the next saying is very similar to the one that I just showed you. And let me type it because these sayings don't need an introduction. Maybe I've already introduced a few, but you know. This one is echar el muerto. Cast the dead. Could be a good translation, but it could also not be. Because for me, cast is you are like casting something. I'm casting this spell. You're summoning something to life, or I don't know. You're just summoning something into existence. So cast the dead doesn't really have a good sense of what it is. Let me explain. Echar el muerto means when you are throwing the responsibility of something big onto someone else, or when you did something and the guilt and all the consequences, you don't want them, so you're throwing them at someone else. You are throwing the dead at them, basically, literally. You are going into the cemetery, you're taking up a corpse, and then you're throwing it at someone because you don't want that responsibility. Now we are going into the dessert area of sayings. We are tasting that sweetness of what the juiciness of the Venezuelan sayings are. And for all y'all not Venezuelan Spanish speakers, I know you're jelly. I know you're saying, dang it, I miss it so much. So much juice, so much juiciness. But don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. Like I said, we are now in the dessert. I have forgotten my English. I apologize for that. I get too excited when I talk about the juice. So there is a saying that is related to sweets, to a cake more specifically. And if you're a Venezuelan and you're watching this video and you already know what sentence it is, leave a comment in the comment section down below. I want to see what you guys come up with. Haha. So the next saying is pícale una torta ahí, pues, which translates to chop a cake there, then. Chop a cake there, then. It is surprisingly accurate. That is a good translation. That is what it means. Chop a cake there, then. But it makes no sense out of context. So let me explain. Like I said, very educational video. When you are kissing someone's butt too much, people may say you are kissing their butt. In Venezuela, in Spanish, in Venezuelan Spanish, it is pícale una torta ahí, pues. Chop a cake for them, then. Which means you're kissing their butt. Just go ahead and chop a piece of cake and give it to them. It's not as threatening as kissing their butt, or as it sounds in Spanish. But it is the thing that happens. Chop a cake for them means that you're kissing someone's butt. Someone's booty. So the next one is a saying that I have no idea where it comes from. I think it comes from a soap opera, and I will copy and paste because there is one character that, again, the English alphabet doesn't have. It's not really the alphabet. It's an interrogation sign. The next saying is vas a seguir Abigail, which translates to are you going to follow Abigail? Yes and no. It is not follow. It's more, are you going to continue, Abigail? Are you going to keep going, Abigail? So an example for this would be if you are telling a friend not to do something and they keep on doing it and doing it and doing it, you're going to be like, are you going to keep going, Abigail? It's like, Jesus Christ, seriously, are you going to keep doing that thing? Just stop. And the Abigail, I think it comes from the soap opera. So are you going to continue, Abigail? Are you going to continue not being subscribed to this channel, ringing that bell icon, and not leaving a comment in the comment section down below? Really? When you are really into doing something, when you're hyped, when you're like, okay guys, let's do this, let's oh yeah, there is a translation for this, but let's see if it's accurate. That saying is vamos a echarle pichón. Let's pigeon him. Let's pigeon him. Let's just grab a poor pigeon from the floor and let's just I can just imagine the pigeon being like poor pigeon. We are against animal cruelty in this channel in Venezuela. We are against animal cruelty. Okay, let me explain. Okay, like I said, this sentence, vamos a echarle pichón, is when you are really like trying to give your best into something. That is what it means. That is what the translation was supposed to be. Vamos a echarle pichón. Let's give it our best. But like the expression pichón, yes, I think it means pigeon in some country. I don't think it means pigeon in Venezuela. But it means a pigeon in some countries, or yeah, all of that. It's like, it's even better than best. Like oh, maybe you are tired and you are, hold on. Pichón is like even better than your best. Like oh, you're giving it your best. You're giving it more than your best. That's what. Let's throw a pigeon. It could also be, let's throw a pigeon. Let's pigeon him. Let's throw a pigeon. Let's give it our best. Let's give it the best of our best. Oh my god. And the last one. Like I said at the beginning, I chose a very well saying. Like I think I chose the best saying to start this video, and now I think I've chosen the creme of la creme. I've chosen the cherry on top of the cake that we are chopping to that person. This is a phrase that has become popular pretty recently. And I think it's more than a saying. I think it's more powerful than that. It goes through time and space, and it can reach whoever person needs to hear this saying. Because it doesn't have any age. It doesn't have any boundaries, any limits. It is not limited by a country. I believe anyone can understand what this saying is. And I would say what it means after I translate it. Cue dramatic editing cut or whatever I'll do for this segment. El que tenga miedo de morir, que no nazca. That means he who is afraid of dying, that is not born. You see again why I say that English is lacking some juiciness to its vocabulary. This is a very well example. It started good, it ended up bad. He who is afraid of dying shall not be born. That's it. Give me my Oscar, my Nobel Prize. Give it everything to me. I just cracked the code. I need to blow my nose. He who is afraid of dying shall not be born. And that is a sentence. It became popular because in Venezuela we drink a lot. You become an adult when you're 18, but chances are 99% of the times you're going to be drinking before you're 18, in public, in secret. It's just how things are. So when you're drinking a lot, when you're in a party with your friends, with your family, whoever, and you start drinking a lot, like you're drinking like there's no tomorrow, or you're mixing drinks in a dangerously manner. You're mixing tequila with vodka and rum, something like that. People are gonna be like, are you crazy? You're gonna die. That's when you say, he who is afraid of dying shall not be born. And then you drink your glass of tequila, vodka, rum, and then you go into a coma, and then you wake up and you're like, oh my god, that was the best night of my life. I feel so alive. Because you were not afraid of dying, and you were born. So with that philosophy, I hope I expanded your Venezuelan survival guidedness to an upper level. What will I do next? I don't know. I will see what my little brain over here tells me to do. The little voices in my head. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I might read it, and I might give it a like. I might reply. You never know. You know why you never know? Because if you're afraid of leaving a comment, if you're afraid of dying, you shouldn't be born. Go live your life. Go get a tattoo. Go do whatever you want. Life is one. YOLO. And with that, I'll say bye. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I hope I get to see you guys soon. Bye.